And we're in, boys.
Woo! Welcome back. 12 packs.
Yes, sir.
New studio, new year.
Same us.
We're back.
I'm excited.
Me too.
This feels got a whole different vibes, got a whole different energy. We're still cracking packs. That stays the same. It's still the same four horsemen here.
Still cracking beers
Still
right
cracking
off the top.
Look at that. I love to see it. You love to see
Mike
it.
with the Bud Heavy. I got spiked coffee.
You might not notice the difference in the scenery because it is a lot of. It looks. Mike has done great work on making it look pretty similar, but we're happy you're here. It's a new year. I hope you guys had a good holiday. I'll just say it, Christmas.
Yeah,
Merry Christmas.
I hope they notice all the differences though, because this took a lot of work. So this is the
You did great.
new studio.
I can't say enough about it.
And we're ready to rock here.
I know you're not
I helped to.
huge on the compliments and sentiment.
I don't know
but
how to take them well.
I like
yeah.
the new studio. I'm happy. I feel like you got a new bounce in your step. And this studio looks freaking great. I can't believe it. Looks way good.
Yeah, we got more rooms to rent out and doing more stuff here all the time.
My guy, San Diego Chicken, Ted Giannoulis.
Whoa.
Pretty sweet, right?
That's super cool.
What was I gonna say? Can't remember. But Panini Tops. We got some Upper Deck stuff going.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff from them too. We got
That's what I was gonna say about Christmas. That's what I was gonna say. I don't feel bad about saying Christmas because it's hardly even a religious holiday anymore.
Yeah.
It's global. It's been commercialized. Sure.
No, not even. I'm not criticizing it. I'm saying what an invention. That even my atheist friends are like, well, I'm going to take Christmas off.
Yeah, for sure.
Even my most agnostic friends are like, hey, buddy, let's get together on Christmas and like break bread. Like it's such a good invention. Happened to be invented by Christians, but like it's such a good invention that everyone does it. Even like my manager, my agents, every Jewish person I know, they're like, we still do Christmas. We do Christmas. We won. Yeah. Christmas wins.
Is that appropriating though? Should they be allowed?
Not at all. I like it.
My mom's going to hate me saying this, but I think they appropriated the winter solstice. And we almost left out our other member, Wrigley.
That
Christmas
lasted
did,
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Christmas appropriated winter solstice?
Mm-hmm. It was a pagan holiday, and we were like, give it.
Well, we kind of turned the religious holiday that we based off the pagan holiday back into a pagan holiday, so it's kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm sure all the religious people are like, yes, all the presents. Yes, that makes sense. So ruining it.
And I like it because Christian people can still go like, oh, for me it means this. And to us, we're like, yeah, it's just about being with people you love, not stressing about work and giving them gifts. It's nice.
It is nice. Christmas, like leading up, everyone's like, oh, things are slow at work, holidays and stuff. And then immediately after, like the holidays, things are slow at work. The holidays just happen. You can just perpetually like always say that, summertime, it's slow. Or
also, if you get stressed at the holidays, you're like, oh, the holidays are so stressful. You're doing it wrong. You're supposed to not be. It's okay if you didn't get your kid 1,000 gifts. It's okay. You don't have to be at the mall pulling your hair out like all these Christmas movies. Like you're doing it wrong. Enjoy the holiday. Yeah. Be with the people you love.
It's about food and sleeping.
Yeah. And
if you're not asleep by the middle of the day on Christmas, you messed up.
You don't get to see grandma every day, so this is the holidays are nice. You get to see grandma. You say, what's up, how you been? Riggs, hey, say hi to the people. Come here. All right.
There he is.
Riggs just going to be in, too. He's got separation anxiety. He's too
he needs a cam. Look at him.
Look at him.
He has his own podcast in one of the other rooms. It's an advice podcast called Life's a Little Rough.
Oh,
I like that. What's rough for his life? It's great.
Oh no, it's callers.
He's already complaining. Being a black dog is hard.
Statistically, they are adopted way less than yellow labs.
Black labs matter.
Yeah.
No, what I was gonna say is, you're so cute. If anybody has a podcast in the Southern California area or is looking to start one, reach out to us. Just DM us. You can even do it on the channel. We got plenty of space in the new studio if you guys want to start a podcast or if you want to record some podcasts or move your podcasting.
And if you're secretly just trying to get in the building to mooch my cards, I get it. Yeah, it's a fun place to
Whatever
be.
You want to do, we're happy.
Beers and cards. It's what we do.
Speaking of which, should we get into some?
Yeah, because we've been staring at those a long time. We've all wanted these UFC optics. Yeah.
Where's the baseball that Jeff sent me?
Oh, there's so much. Top left, there's that... if you want heavy hitters first, that's the big time. Yeah, if you want to start with the bang.
Yeah, and then also
you guys all want UFC.
Yeah, we all want those UFC
optics. Do you guys have any
optics.
Christmas traditions?
I get a $20 bill in the toe of my stocking every time. It's the toe 20. I always know it's going to be there.
That's cool.
Yeah, Wrigley got
Good little tradition.
Wrigley got his first stocking this year.
Did he get a toe 20?
No, and I brought it up. I was like, hey, with inflation and stuff,
that's going to be your toe 20. Now it's toe 40.
Yeah.
Your parents are smart.
Right.
Milk bones are expensive.
Christmas traditions. We always go to my grandparents, but this year we went to the Broncos-Rams game.
Right,
which
I saw
was fun.
Rough.
Broncos lost really badly, but my brother scored a touchdown, which was cool.
Russell Wilson got benched.
Yeah, Russell Wilson, that was a rough game for him.
It's been a bad season.
Yeah.
But that was the game that kind of broke the camel's back.
Yeah, and the coach got fired after as well.
Yeah.
If Drake didn't score a touchdown, it would have been I mean, it's still fun always go to a game, but it was like that was like a fun, like, it was like, oh, this was great. Like, he scored.
How do you guys feel about coaches getting fired, like, before the season's over or anything like that? How do you guys feel about that?
I'm fine with it. I'm like, if you can get a head start on finding the next candidate, because it gets so competitive and like you're competing with like college, or I guess colleges and NFL, like they kind of compete with each other for coaches too. So I'm all for like getting a head start, and sometimes just ripping off that Band-Aid can like, the interim coach can fire up the players in a different way, and maybe you end the season on a positive note or feeling good going into the next year. Like, hey, we rallied a little bit. So I'm all for it.
So here's my thing, and I am very open to the idea that I'm wrong about this. I've said it a bunch. But like Tommy Lasorda once said, hey, yes, I'm the coach of the Dodgers, but I've never thrown a strikeout. I've never got a hit. I've never stolen a base. I've never hit a home run. The players are the key to this, which is kind of also like saying, hey, it's also not my fault when these guys strike, in a way.
Yeah.
And I kind of subscribe to that. It doesn't matter, like Jeannie Buss owns the Lakers and the coach is the head coach. They put there's Hall of Famers on that court, and it just isn't working, and they're losing. It's kind of like, how much can you really put on the coach?
I feel like it depends on the sport too.
Like some football, because that guy got fired for the Broncos.
Like, I feel like some sports are much more like, if you don't have a great game plan, some sports are a lot more person centric. Like basketball, there's 5 people on the court. You just need one of them to have like a great game. And
then the coach looks like a genius. This is so unfair.
But football, there's, offensive, defensive lines, all the other positions that I can't name off the top of my head. It's like there's a lot of moving components.
Like Eric Spoelstra gets to look like a genius.
Yeah.
For having
he's got
LeBron
like
James
Chris
and
Bosh, LeBron James, and I think it's hilarious that he's eating your.
If this is the only way to keep him,
we're sacrificing the
really
shoelaces to the dog.
Listen, these shoes are, I'm willing to.
Like he thinks he's really getting away with that too.
Yeah.
If you can't see it, Wrigley's chewing the heck out of his shoelace.
So my best optic card over here, I got a nice little Conor McGregor. It's a new pose, almost on his knees, begging, praying. I don't know what that is. That's an interesting one. I wonder what fight that's after. I don't really see Conor.
Cerrone?
Oh yeah, since he respected Donald, it maybe made sense. But yeah, he's not usually the most respectful, so I didn't expect to see that.
I just remember his haircut.
Yeah, long hair. That is kind of the long, dirty one of McGregor.
I got a Gavin Sheets rookie auto.
Ooh,
looks pretty. It's not individually numbered or anything, but I love Gavin Sheets. Got to watch him play when I threw out my first pitch for the Sox. Man, this is tough. And then I also got a rookie auto gold of Austin Warren from the Angels.
Oh, that's cool.
That's fun.
Good looking card.
That's a real good looking card.
That's really nice.
Dope red one.
Yeah.
And then there's some base cards that are just pretty. The whole set is like New York Joey Gallo.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I love Joey Gallo too. I'm probably gonna keep that for my glue wall.
Yeah, these mosaic ones are pretty sexy looking cards.
You came to my house and you saw everything in my home except
the card wall. Yeah.
The card wall.
Yeah.
You didn't pee?
Well, he peed probably upstairs, maybe. I don't know. But it's like in the middle of my house.
You don't want to know where he peed.
Wall is in your bathroom.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
go
like
in there.
The middle level.
Oh, okay.
I have a lot of bathrooms.
Whoa.
I gotta shit in a different room every week.
I just got Matt Hughes. Didn't something just happen with Matt Hughes? Or no?
I haven't heard any recent Matt Hughes news.
No, that's Jake Shields.
Blast from the past.
Matt Hughes news.
I got
New
Justin
segment.
Gaethje,
Hey.
the highlight. This is just a pretty, it's his nickname. It's a nice pose. It's a nice background.
Cool insert.
Definitely.
Yeah, if you were a
love to see
Justin Gaethje fan, that's kind of like a poster or something you'd want of Justin Gaethje, which also is something that since we got a little more wall space, talking to Jeff, they can blow up some of the cards. So we should have a little talk or maybe make a poll. What cards, if we could blow up something, what do you guys think would be a guy that needs to be on the wall?
Stipe.
Yeah, you would go Stipe. That
Does it
makes
have
sense.
to be a UFC guy?
No,
What
not at all.
What percentage of our followers are big UFC people? Because I mean, as we've now spaced ourselves a little bit from Thick Boy. You know, I know you guys are still UFC fans, but
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, of our fans, I think we probably started with a bunch of UFC fans and stuff, but I think they like a little of everything.
I think
Vladdy Guerrero Jr.
Nice.
I want a mountain range in northern Oklahoma.
Oh, well, you're
have
thinking
mountain
Topps
ranges
cards.
in
These are, we're
Northern
talking Panini here.
No, Panini can pull
cool.
through.
Is this Griffey card?
Oh, that's old
Ooh.
school.
An image I've never seen of him, which is rare because the internet has every image I feel like of Griffey. And they put it in the tops, like I think it was like 92 or something.
Yeah, that's definitely a classic.
That is sick.
You got a lot of good stuff in that Panini box. I got also this is cool. Feels good too in your hands. Feels old, classic.
It feels like an old baseball card.
I also got a Adesanya Dominators edition, which is pretty cool.
Oh, there, Sonia.
Has the belt on, which he doesn't have anymore.
So with the news of the football, I mean, we have a few things to catch up on. So we have a winner in our fantasy football league.
Yes.
Congratulations, Nico. Nico, my friend from college, won.
Yeah, I feel bad. I don't know who this guy is, and he won the whole thing.
He's a good guy. He's really into cards, so he's gonna give me I'll drop off his cards to him that he won, and then he has some stuff for us as well.
Oh,
What a sweetheart.
what a gracious winner.
And I meant to get him to send a video or something. I guess we still can. We can insert it later, but maybe he could show us some of the cool stuff he has because he's a pretty big collector. So,
Do you remember when we did the tip of the hat, the drink of the beer, the cheers to my buddy Josh Nelson's brother Kurt, who
Yes,
since
sir.
passed away?
Mm-hmm.
An interesting thing happened. They're like, what do we do with his fantasy team? We're playing this guy every week, and he's passed away. Nobody can set his lineup. They don't know how to log in, or anything. They don't know what to do. Kurt, from heaven, wherever we go when we pass away, won the entire league. And he also didn't even have that great of a team before. He wasn't killing it necessarily. He wasn't like a front runner. And he's also never won fantasy. He won the fantasy. It's pretty awesome.
That's like angels in the outfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. So they're gonna take the money and then go do something cool together in honor
cool.
of Kurt.
Yeah.
But I thought that was so funny. I was like, yeah, boy,
Yeah, that's
because
cool.
Kurt's terrible at fantasy. According to his brother, he's not the best fantasy guy.
A lot of people are donating their fantasy league money this year to the guy who got injured in Monday Night Football.
Oh,
DeMar.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what is the story with that?
That was wild.
that was
Yeah.
scary.
Oh, so he went to cardiac arrest, and I think they're saying he's pulling through, or I don't want to say that too soon, but they say things are looking better than they did on the field that day.
Pretty scary, huh?
Absolutely.
Apparently, the chest injury he has is very common in pro wrestlers too.
Really? Mm-hmm. What's the injury, or what happened? I mean, a cardiac arrest could happen on lots of things.
I think it it was a weird impact to the chest, maybe mixed with some personal health stuff that could have went on before. But,
lungs or heart or.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not as
yeah.
as
I was just
doctor,
curious
but-
if they said or anything.
I'm not an MD, Jeff.
I know, but
I play one on TV.
if you were, you probably still wouldn't know because
Yeah.
if they didn't say it, they didn't say it. That's interesting. Yeah, when it happened, I was shocked that so many things happened. They canceled the game, which was interesting, and then also it's I didn't expect when I watched the injury for that to be it,
Yeah.
because he gets hit,
Much
stands
harder.
up,
Yeah, it was weird.
then collapses. Sad stuff.
Very strange.
Football's dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Check in on your loved ones if
Yeah.
they play football.
Have you guys seen any injuries in sports firsthand, when you guys were playing on the field or stuff?
I saw a brawl at the Mariners game, which was pretty exciting.
Nice.
It's hard to figure out what games the two teams are going to fight each other, and that was a cool one. It was Indians and then Mariners.
Oh, wow.
And we were it causes a real weird energy in the audience. when the players are fighting, the fans start to go, yeah, we turned into, really became who's wearing our shirt, like in the audience.
I got a question. At a baseball game, like if it's your hometown, you're in Seattle watching Cleveland play. How many of the fans that are Cleveland fans are like from Seattle, or how many like came in to like watch their team? Like, is there just like a good portion of all baseball fans in each city that will help?
Yeah. Certain teams travel better than other teams for sure. Mariners aren't one of those teams that travel well. But I will say in LA, oh my God, like that's why the Clippers were invented that's why I think the Clippers moved to LA. It's because like the Lakers are for like LA people who love Los Angeles and are willing to spend some coin. And the Clippers is like, oh, I'll go watch my team beat LA, like when they come to LA.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right? Because you're like, well, I'm a Sonics fan.
Get 'em.
When the Sonics come to beat up on the Clippers, I'll watch it. I don't want to pay a bunch of money and then be like scared and the Lakers, like a mob. So Clippers is like, it's a perfect team.
Just poor Chris Kaman.
Yeah, I love that you know who Chris Kaman is.
I love him.
What does he do now?
Nothing.
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 Just hunts.
He just had a nice beard towards the end of his career, and it stuck out a lot in my
He was a
memory.
freak, dude. He also got in trouble all the time. I probably shared this already in the podcast, but like he'll just like be like playing the Hawks today, and then hold up like a dead hawk on Twitter that he shot.
I don't think you said that's
Yeah.
great.
He's like, we're playing that, and he would do it like with whatever the mascot animal was, or like whatever the thing was. He just because he hunted so much, he'd kill things.
All right.
Two of the most iconic Oakland Athletics pitchers of all time.
Dennis Eckersley?
Catfish Hunter,
Ooh,
All right.
that's
because
a great
he's
name.
a cool name and stuff. And then Raleigh Fingers.
That's
That's
also
a
a
great
great
I
name.
missed
They
with
named
the
the whole
Eckersley,
mustache
yeah.
after him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Riggs, son of a biatch.
And now that we're getting back into this, we're going to start releasing the podcast on audio also. So you guys will be able to find us, maybe not this episode because I'm just diving into it, but soon on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the other fun things.
So sub is short for subscribe.
Ah.
All
It's a
you
showbiz
truckers.
term.
I love you truckers.
But
Showbiz
Mike,
is short for show
You run
business.
America.
I don't know the worst injury I've seen in person, like live, but I remember March Madness. It was like Kevin Ware,
that guy
Louisville,
snapped
and
his
it
leg.
snapped it, and it was
Oh,
It
yeah.
was like Easter Day, I think. So I think that like everyone saw that one.
On TV.
That's what made this
Yeah.
Monday Night Football the way it was, too.
Yeah.
It's the championship of fantasy football leagues. It's Monday night, prime time. And, I mean, no one's seen anything like this, so it's already horrific. But
Yeah.
I was surprised how sympathetic everyone was about it.
What did you want him to
About
do?
the football player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Skip, what's his name?
Skip Bayless.
He
said
got
when
some heat.
He didn't deserve all that heat.
Do you think it was that comment or just like a culmination of like just his
I only
attitude?
saw the comment. I don't know what the.
Like just in general, he's always so like controversial
Yeah, I mean,
and saying stuff
Skip,
that
so it's like everyone's like,
No
oh,
one's
he's-
giving Skip the
he's
benefit of the
taking it-
doubt.
Yeah, it's like you're taking off.
was
making,
this
like,
comment just
a
like
take like
boiled
that to,
over
like-
a little
yeah.
bit?
Yeah.
or-
Well, the only reason I say that is because, it's like we've all known football is very dangerous, and it's super sad. And it seems like in the past, things like WWE or NFL, they'd rather go, don't look over here. We're gonna deal with this. Like, let's just keep the, almost in a way of being like, well, we don't want to glorify how violent this is,
Yeah.
and we don't want everyone talking like, should I let my kids play sports? And it's almost in the best interest of the big corporations that to go, okay, let's get him off the field. Don't give any beat writers any updates on his injury till tomorrow. But they shut the whole game down. Thousands of fans went home.
I'm fine with
Everyone's
that.
talking about it. No, I'm not saying I'm bad. I'm not fine with it. Just shocked it happened that way.
I didn't think at first that they were gonna shut the game down. I was like, my friend was saying, I think they're gonna cancel the game. I was like, there's no way they cancel this game.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
And then they ended up canceling. I mean, I get it, but it was surprising.
I mean, if you're a teammate of this person, he's your close friend, having that experience and watching that's horrific.
Yeah,
Like,
of
is my
course,
friend
of
going to be
course,
okay?
yeah.
How could you think about anything else?
yeah.
Apparently,
But they don't know the severity of the injury either.
Well,
They
if you
watch
just-
their buddies get carted off on those carts all the time.
But not
Not
after
like
getting
that.
CPR and having an ambulance out
yeah,
on the
yeah.
field.
That's
Like,
true.
no one's seen anything like that ever.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I
Yeah.
guess that's a great reason. They should have canceled it. I was just chewing on it, going, I don't, because like
Yeah.
wrestling, like they watched a guy fall from the top of the stadium and die in the ring,
R.I.P. Owen.
and they kept it going, and they were
Yeah.
actually criticized heavily for keeping it going. And but then also like, what was the guy? We've talked about this before, but I've already forgot. The guy that collapsed in the NBA, Len Bias, or like, was it?
Len Bias.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did they keep that game going?
Ooh.
Probably.
Yeah, but I mean, in those situations where you kind of don't know and if it gets swept away quicker, but I think this one was
Everyone
CPR
sees it,
on,
yeah.
like, guy's heart has stopped. Like, it's just a different type of,
Yeah.
like, whoa. And apparently, like, they kept cutting out if you were watching the game. But if you were there at the stadium, like, the length and amount of time that they were doing CPR to, like, anyone who just watches movies and stuff, it's like, oh, no, that person's supposed to be back by now. Or,
doing a thumbs up on the ground.
yeah, or
like
this
a broken-
means,
yeah.
this means the worst, right?
That is terrible. Yeah, I get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it was fascinating because I was like, you think they wouldn't want to show the ambulance on the field,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't want to
And they didn't
show
much.
players crying and like like there was guys like full on crying, and it's like I don't know if I'd have aired that.
And it reminds me that,
good they
like,
did.
once these guys put on the helmets and they're making so much money, you think of all these dudes as different ages than they are, but these guys are kids. Like,
Yeah.
they're your age and stuff. Like, they're...
Yeah.
None of them are...
Dumb young
None of them are
kids
my
and shit.
age. I'm
I
older. I'm too old, and I'm going to be retired if I was a professional
Brady.
athlete.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. I'm closer to Tom Brady's age than any of those kids playing on the field for the most part.
Honestly, you're the Tom Brady of this podcast, I think.
That's one of my
Really, one of us is good looking and fucks models, and it's not me. I'm the Tom Brady of the podcast.
Come on, I'm trying to throw you some bones here. Come on.
of this podcast. Hard work, putting in extra time. No, what was I gonna say? But I already forgot. Doesn't matter.
More cards?
Yeah,
More
let's do it.
cards.
All right.
What do you want to open?
I'm gonna go with this classics NFL. I think this is new from
Yeah,
Jeff,
this is
right?
brand new. I want to try one of the medals up top because I haven't opened any of those since I wasn't on the last ones.
Can I get a metal boy
I've
too?
got to say, and I know,
medals?
I hope this doesn't affect any of our branding or sponsorship. Little underwhelmed by all the upper deck. Pretty underwhelmed.
These are my favorite cards. I like
Really?
the metal cards. They're so random.
They hurt my eyes.
It's a little too random. I'm like, a physical trainer from Philadelphia that I've never heard of.
Well, this guy gets like a sponge, and it's like the best day of his
Well,
life.
that's true. George does love
You guys
those.
don't like nice loofahs? Huh? Nice
I don't want a card of a
exfoliating?
loofah.
I like them in my ass,
Yeah,
but
like
not
the-
my.
When I get
What?
when I get a relic of a coral reef, you guys are gonna be upset.
I
Nope,
have
we
my own
won't.
coral
We
reef.
will be happy you got it. I'm opening more baseball. I like the new Optic Donruss has.
I got a
train.
trainer.
You did?
I got Tim Grover over here training away at something.
Dude, another Seth beer. I open this guy every episode. I've opened a Seth beer card. Some episodes more than once.
Dude, sometimes Panini is hard to get into their football packs. I've noticed.
Maybe just you, dude.
I open all the other ones fine, but it's football.
I had a little trouble with this one. It's cool. But I got a couple cool metal ones in here. I believe Naomi Osaka is a big tennis star that everyone's liking these days and
Nice.
crushing
Is
on.
she the
so-
one that took the mental health thing?
Yep.
And then,
Yeah, that was her.
What was the mental health thing?
She like
The
said
mental
she-
health thing.
You know,
You know how this
you're
generation
baiting us.
is.
You're baiting
I don't know
us.
much about it. What's the story?
She
I thought that was the Olympian.
What tennis tournament was it? One of the big ones, and she was like, "I'm not playing because I need like mental health."
I thought that was the Olympian chick.
Probably Olympian too.
Dominic-
Oh yeah, yeah.
Simone
the,
Biles.
the,
Simone
the
Biles.
gymnast. Yeah.
Simone Biles Bowles.
Biles, yeah, bias, and that's not it. We just Len Bias, yeah. Oh yeah, and a Griffey over here. That's a cool Griffey in there.
Oh yeah,
in
there's
the
a
middle.
lot of Griffies in that series.
Yeah. You'd think there'd be a lot of Jordans because technically that's what keeps this alive in a way. It's the only product that you can get a Michael Jordan autograph in.
This card is just looks beautiful. It's not a huge A-list player. It isn't. It's individually numbered to 250, which is pretty high. But look at how pretty this card is. Charlie Blackmon.
That is cool.
Oh yeah,
That is a cool card.
yeah. You see all the cross hatching when it hits the light there.
It's pretty
Real
amazing.
cool.
It looks like something like a comic book card, but they put Charlie Blackmon in it. I also love when I'm at the Rockies games. I go to a lot of Rocky games because Kyle Freeland. Shout out to Kyle Freeland. And I like to cheer when Charlie Blackmon's up, like, I love black men.
It's a good
Run,
chant.
black man. I'll just play with all the different variations of Charlie Blackmon's name, and it's always, I always feel like a little piggy in the mud, but I get laughs from everybody around.
Cam on you, like a POV cam or something, or get like the reactions.
My
of
heckles, I'll be honest, my heckles get a lot of laughter. I do pretty good on my heckles at sporting events.
These
I'm trying to keep this table a little clearer.
classics are pretty cool. I got a Cooper Cup banner season Super Bowl card.
Cup.
Hey.
Has he been injured all year or something?
Yeah, he got
I was
hurt.
gonna say he's been on my team and I haven't got to use him once.
I got a Jeff's boy Monday Night Heroes of Jerry Rice.
That's not my
Hey.
boy.
He's not.
No.
Didn't you have a whole
One guy tries to have sex with my girlfriend, and all of a sudden he's my boy.
You guys are boys.
You're more my boy than Jerry Rice.
No.
Yeah,
way
Jerry
more.
Rice,
Don't say that.
DeAndre. They're.
If I had
you
to
guys all
say
hang
you
out.
want to go get lunch with Jerry Rice or George Dulcich, I'd say, are you kidding me? Jerry Rice, but
That George kid's not.
George Dulcich is my friend. Fuck Jerry Rice, but also we got to get lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta hang out with him. I can hang with George any day.
Where did you go to lunch
Get the
with him?
dirt.
Probably there's on this street. There's a good crab place.
Crab.
You know the crab,
Couple doors down.
Krabby Crab or something. I don't know what it's called.
So
Yeah.
the guy that tried to
We should
bang
eat
your
there.
ex, you're trying to give him crabs.
Exactly. You get it.
We can't take George there. He'd die.
I'd die.
Oh, you can't eat at the crab place?
No.
Shellfish. Or
Shell crabs.
It is one of those places where they just dump everything out on the table and they're
It's
like,
weird.
eat this
That's
up.
kind of the fun
Oh,
part
those
of it.
are the best. Oh, dude, you ruined that for her.
And you wear no, we'll all go. He'll have a kale salad or whatever.
I'll be like, do you guys
Let's see
have
how
chicken?
much. Let's see like which crustacean gives George the worst reaction.
Oh,
It's one of the
that's
messiest-
a terrible test.
Shrimp.
Okay, top 5 messiest meals, because that's definitely one on there. That dump it all over
Yeah,
and eat it up.
that's-
Because I remember
is
going for
gross.
someone's birthday,
Yeah.
and yeah, if you're a germaphobe, and like that's not the thing you want to share with people. But this guy opens one from across the table. I'm wearing white. Didn't put it together where we were going for this guy's birthday. Fucking juiced me from like
Yeah.
4 feet away.
It
I'm
sucks.
just wearing like
A
red
lot
sauce
of
now.
butter and a lot of like
Yeah.
All
slippery
good
hands.
stuff.
You cut your thumb on the shit because you're trying to cry.
Yeah.
You feel like a caveman, but you kind of feel like a bitch too. Like it's not. I don't know. I like the crab. I love crab, but
Yeah.
they really make you earn it. It's a lot
And
of.
then you have like you can put on like the nat or the like plastic gloves and stuff,
Yeah.
or like the bib. So yeah, you do feel like a bitch. So you have to decide like,
So
am
weird.
I gonna wear this stuff or am I gonna smell like crab hands for
Yeah.
the next 2 weeks?
I'm wearing a rain parka, a poncho to eat my meal.
But if you want to do a podcast here, you know that 2 doors down,
Yeah.
you can get all the crab
food
you
is good.
want.
We for sure got to do that.
I also
love those places.
went with Randy, and I remember the bill being really high. But then recently, my friend Dana told me, she's like, "I just ate there." And I go, "What was your bill, if you mind me asking?" And she said it was pretty. She named the. I was like, "That's pretty affordable."
$20.
We must have been drinking a bunch there or something. Like kept ordering alcohol.
They literally just put a bunch of shit in the bag that you order,
Yeah.
and then they boil it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a boiling crab; it's a knockoff of the boiling crab. or
But crab's
something.
expensive, per pound.
Yeah.
So that maybe
But half of what's in there isn't even crab. It's like,
Yeah, that's
hey,
true.
here's some corn that we just brewed up
corn
with
is
this.
good.
Oh, it's
The corn is good.
delicious. Yeah.
some wrestling news for Skinny George. Did you see that Sasha Banks is in New Japan
Yeah.
as
Monet.
Monet? Yeah, she's got a new name, Mercedes Monet.
Miss.
Although they kept calling her Mercedes Money, and I was like, that's not. I don't think that's what it's supposed to
I
be.
think she would have spelled it like money if she wanted
So
it.
fun little update as we keep track of the business of cards. The Sasha Banks card just about paid for Jeff's microphone that he's talking
Nice.
into.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah,
What was that? How much you sell it for?
I got a few hundred.
That's great.
Hi.
Yeah, that's a cool card.
They don't even know I smelled it.
No, they know. It's been documented.
They smelled it too.
Yeah. All right, so I opened 2 packs of NXT. I didn't really get anything that's super rare or valuable, but they're all pretty cool. It's a good card of Bailey with a 6-pack. I don't know if that's photoshopped or what.
I don't remember.
I don't think
her.
they
They took
photoshopped
my
a 6-pack.
abs on
She
there.
just her abs
They
look
for
good
sure
in this
would.
photo.
They would for sure Photoshop.
They don't care.
If they
They
take their
do
bodies
on the
all-
UFC posters.
Yeah,
like
Masvidal.
Jorge Masvidal. Yeah, we were both going to the same one. Yeah, they put a fake body on him for sure.
Yeah, it's like Colby Covington posted like a video or something. He's like, "These are
abs
my
are those?"
actual abs." Like, I got for you, Mike, a Justin Fields in this classics as well.
Nice. I was happy that Marsh didn't win the fantasy
Oh,
football
yeah.
league. 'Cause I was like,
Yeah.
man, I'm gonna feel bad owning up and actually having to give him my Justin
To
Fields
be
cards.
fair, Aaron Marsh has plenty of Justin Fields cards, and he
Yeah.
can't get rid of them fast enough. He's trying to sell it as like a big lot on the internet
Mm-hmm.
because this was more. It was all positive for him because he's a Bears fan. So if Justin Fields did good, he would be so happy. But if Justin Fields did good and he could sell all these cards for a lot of money, I guess that is win-lose, I guess. But either way, he bet on the wrong horse, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. This year he was breaking out. He was doing some Superman stuff out there, running for 70 yards.
Sure. He had some good
They,
games.
they weren't winning,
Yeah.
but
He has to win. Like,
Oh no, he set records rushing. Like he has, yeah, he has more like 100-yard games and touchdowns and stuff than a lot of people. Yeah.
But then you have
he set multiple records this year.
Well, so I don't want to get too deep into this for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But are those records for the Bears?
No, they were
Oh,
like
okay.
NFL.
Then never mind.
But here's the thing: look, if you
Being a
pass
quarterback for the Bears, it's only gonna take a guy 3 good seasons to have every record as
we
a
haven't had a
That's all I need.
quarterback
Quarterback
since
for the
That's all I
Bears,
need.
yeah, it's been forever.
and it'll be so easy to break all those records. Like,
Yeah.
like I said, I don't want to talk about it too much.
But yeah, Fields though they're rushing records, and it's because he throws for 75 yards and a touchdown,
Yeah.
and then has to run for 175.
Well, hopefully the team will get better and he'll look like a rock star,
Mm-hmm.
and Aaron Marsh will be rich.
Yeah. So at least we're gonna bank on next year not needing a quarterback and hopefully move forward and get some line. And we traded away our defense in the middle of the season, so even when we have a lead, it'll be good until the fourth quarter, and then
Also,
someone's coming back on us.
He's a
every
rookie
time.
this year, right?
No, last year.
Last
but
year,
second
okay.
year.
Second year?
But his second year was a real good year for him,
That's
especially rushing. And we have no wide receivers, so who's he supposed to throw it to?
Right.
Name the Bears wide receivers. There are no fantasy teams.
There's
yeah.
Steven Walbrook.
there's that
Pettis.
rookie.
Yeah.
There's,
There's that
Jerome Cross.
Yeah. Toss me one of those bad boys
His
too.
name, and I'm gonna be bad at throwing it.
Yeah,
so.
these are cool.
I got a Jonathan Kuminga card, and they deemed his
gonna go metal.
nickname the Cum Bucket.
The cum bucket?
Look at it, like that's
his
what they
nickname?
deemed his nickname. Jonathan Kuminga on the Golden State Warriors.
Who's them?
They didn't put that on the card.
the
did
powers that be.
Yeah, no,
They?
they
Says
didn't.
cum bucket on it? I was gonna say that's
The internet deemed him the Cum Bucket.
stupid. man.
The internet.
Not crazy about nicknames like that.
You don't like that one?
Don't like it.
That's not a good one.
It's inappropriate in my opinion.
Could I get
Kids love sports.
Could I get some?
I got
baseball
Naomi
cards?
Osaka too.
Could I get some of those baseball?
All the metal.
Which baseball?
You pick.
Or is one of these?
Do you think Carson Strong? Gosh, he's a rookie quarterback for the Eagles, though. It's like you have Jalen Hurts there. You're not going to get to play.
Ooh, look at
But we just hit a number 17 of 25 rookie card of Carson Strong.
It's got a blank
Nice.
back.
Yeah, white
What?
back. I've never really seen
White
That's
back.
probably an
that.
error of some sort,
I don't know.
No,
Unless
because there's
it's-
some printing on there.
unless it's a
Yeah, there's-
sticker or something.
Jesus
But it's
Christ.
not.
I don't know, but there's only 25 of them.
That's pretty
so,
cool.
Pull out your dollars
is
and maybe
sweet.
you can have a Carson
Doesn't this remind you of
Strong.
'90s cards? This kind of format.
Yeah, I
You see a lot of those. I used to love those when I was growing
Yes,
up.
Tony Romo. yes.
Ooh, I
got-
got it. Oh, so go ahead.
Paige Spinnerats, the hot chick, golfer chick.
Paige Sporanic. Yeah,
She's actually like half Croatian, so she's. Gonna
You
go
would
my
know her name,
Croatian-
Jeff.
You know, she's also a Bigfoot. She likes Bigfoot.
Really?
Yeah, that's how me and her connected. She's a Bigfoot. I'm a Bigfoot enthusiast.
Is that the only
She's
reason
a-
you connected with her?
Well, I think she's gorgeous, but she's into golf and
I'm gonna DM her. Say, got your card.
yeah, dude. Mac Jones.
Ooh.
There you
Mac
go.
Jones, and then also individually numbered to 125. Justin Herbert Classic Blue.
Oh, whoa.
Is his card still worth anything, or is that?
Justin Herbert is like, yeah.
Well,
Not every card.
they're
but-
not rookies. Like his rookies are expected to be huge just because he's expected to put up numbers for his entire life. The guy's got a cannon. When you watch him throw the ball, it gets to people so much faster than anyone else I'm used to. Like he's handing the ball off to Mike Williams and Keenan Allen 30 yards down the field. Like him, and there's
He has
who
like,
else? Rogers has that zip.
Yeah,
but
Josh
there's-
Allen too. Like,
yeah. There's a couple guys who can really throw it like that, but then there's other people where it's just, it's like the guy's open, hit, and it's just
yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of
Russell
James
Wilson. Yeah.
James Conner?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Or no, he's been traded to Arizona Cardinals.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Individually
James
numbered
yeah.
to 99, gold, James Conner.
All right.
Wow.
I don't know if that's worth $1 or maybe $2 or maybe
$4
$1 million.
million.
Look at this
Nothing
cool.
would surprise me.
Look at this cool Wilson Contreras. These cards are thick and pretty, just like me.
Oh.
Thick and pretty.
But
Are they all thick?
yeah, they're all thick.
Which one was that?
There was this.
Oh,
Yeah.
Also got a
baseball.
Jose Ramirez Summit card. I don't
I
know.
was just in Cleveland for New Year's. He's got posters everywhere because he was like an all-star this year, and he had like great numbers, and they're really making him the face of the franchise now that Lindor's gone.
Was it crazy snowstorm over there when you were there?
No, not bad. It was just so for people who don't live where we live, like it's been very rainy in Los Angeles and gray. The sun has not shown itself much this week. It was exactly like that in Cleveland.
Okay.
Yeah.
they're all used to it.
That's
and
like good
fine.
weather for them.
Like
They're like,
that's
whoa.
yeah. I realize how spoiled we are. Like I've just been so pissed off about all this rain recently, and like growing up, it's like oh, but this was just the entire year or the entire half a year. It's like this is what
This
it
has
is.
been a crazy amount of rain.
Yeah.
And I hope they have some plan to
They
collect
don't.
it in some ways.
They don't. There's no plan.
There's all the bitching
All these
about the
emails
rain.
about the droughts in the
Yeah.
summer. They got no plan.
You just, I
Let's
see
build
so
a
many
big
like
bucket.
It's so
a
dumb.
bucket or a net.
Yeah, no, I agree
something
100%.
like a
And it's
ShamWow.
clean water. It's not like salt water or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Oregon gets way too much rain, and Washington gets way too much rain every year. Every year we flood. We have all these terrible things. You couldn't build some sort of ramp or tunnel or some sort of system. There's a lot of smart guys in the world that just bring that down to California. Hey, we have too much water. You have no water. Can we have some of yours?
Yeah.
Gladly, because we're flooding. Our
Yeah.
houses are floating. And nobody's thought of some system like that. It makes no
An
sense to me.
aqueduct would work.
Yeah.
Ooh, the 12 packs Aqueduct.
Now we're telling everybody, don't turn on your sprinklers.
Yeah.
Please don't shower today. We need to save water. You're like, just go one state up. Take their water. I don't get it.
No, I'm with you.
More complex things have been invented than a system that gets water from one state to another.
I'm on the algorithm on my Yahoo is like my main page on my computer, and I'm on the algorithm where I just get
Mine's
like.
Pornhub. But I live alone.
Do you also get the?
The second I open my computer, it just pops right up.
Mine's
that also-
youtube.com/Jeff Dye. Go
I
subscribe,
like that.
please.
No, go ahead. I interrupted.
No, I just get all like the letters to the editor or whatever about like the drought and the let's build desalination plants or the Salton Sea is drying up, and it's like well catch the rain or something. It's not that hard.
Yeah, God's given us all this water.
Yeah.
And you're going, oh, it's too much now.
We probably have 4 of the.
He's not going to make it rain one day out of the 7 for you.
Yeah.
Figure it out, humans. Some smarter guy than me should figure it out.
Send me
That's a
couple
good
of them
start.
UFCs.
Wander Franco, Rookie Cup.
Gotta take that.
That's a great card.
So is that a second year card
I
then?
get some football.
Or no, it's full rookie.
This is full rookie.
You want 2, Mike?
And it has his rookie
Yeah.
debut, which I've noticed on the tops when they put the rookie debut with the full-on date on it. It's always like they use a really cool image. I mean, that's probably coincidence and also subjective, but like every time that has that there, it's always a great shot.
Yeah, it's like their second rookie. It's like there's the rookie and then there's the rookie debut that's in the update set.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, this must be Topps update series.
God, I've opened so many of these packs. I've seen all these cards a billion times.
Macy Barber. You guys got to get her in the studio sometime. She wanted to be on Thick Boy stuff. She's cool. She seems good people.
I love her
You love her.
a lot.
Oh,
Is
and,
there any UFC woman you would date?
Bruce
All of 'em.
Buffer.
All of them.
Anyone.
Any of them. You got to be more selective, buddy.
These I think are all new pictures. This is a new, isn't it? That's
This
new
is-
Bruce.
Oh, that is new.
New Bruce.
They got
Nice.
my boys.
What does a Bruce Buffer autographed card sell for?
To me,
No, just on the internet. I mean, I guess, yeah, you're the market. If you're going to pay more than most.
I would at least. I would hope I get to meet him one day, but I would at least
That costs more.
drop like ungraded 50 to 60
Really?
50 to
personally.
60?
Look at
Personally.
you. Not me, dude.
That's the market now. Yeah.
Pudge Rodriguez. That's something we could talk about. I thought Pudge Rodriguez, I thought that was the first time that nickname had ever been used in baseball. I was like, oh, there's only one Pudge. But Carlton Fisk, his nickname was Pudge. And then I heard there was one other one that I'm trying to think of. But like,
Multiple Pudges.
yeah, what do you think about these nicknames being recycled? Can't go.
I
I'm
think you
Jeff,
run-
the crime dog. Die. You're like,
Think
no,
how
that's
many of
Fred
the
McGriff.
kids there's been in different stuff though. Like,
The kid.
Yeah.
I only know one in baseball.
Billy.
That's not baseball.
I'm sure he probably played some.
Wasn't even invented.
Stickball.
Yet. Wasn't even invented. Yet.
There was okay.
In UFC, they recycle them all the time. There's so many pit bulls, like so and so the pit bull.
It's like traditional to like certain, like Brazilians all have like certain nicknames like Spider they really like, or like some stuff like that. Like
Okay.
I don't like the nicknames that are just initials and numbers. It's like CP3, like
Right.
Chris Paul. Like that's lazy.
Those short
No, I like those. Those are
abbreviations.
fun.
No.
RG3,
No.
CP3, GD3.
That's why he likes it. Also, I'm fine with the nickname if it makes sense. So Fred McGriff, right? It's just because it sounds like McGriff or McGruff, the crime dog.
Okay.
You know the crime dog from like Dare?
Yeah.
So like they were like, oh, Fred McGriff sounds like McGruff. We'll call him the crime dog. You're like, that's not good. Has nothing to do with how good he hits or anything.
David Robinson, the Admiral. That was a good one.
Love that because
Yep.
he's a military guy
Yeah.
and he played like an admiral.
Yeah.
So I like that.
And the
so
fact
he's
that he
going?
missed multiple years before the draft because he served a couple in the Navy.
Yeah, pretty cool.
You know who always has
Very
good
old
nicknames?
school too.
Mobsters.
Ooh.
They have good nicknames.
Yeah, but they don't recycle.
No, yeah, it's there's only one. Of,
What was the one I was gonna say is Neon Dion, right? Like Primetime, Deion Sanders. He hated Neon Dion, and he loved Primetime
Yeah.
because Primetime makes sense for the
Yeah.
flash and the look, and he makes
Yeah.
the big plays.
I
and
don't
the
even
big-
remember
big
Neon
stage.
Dion.
Neon Dion was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess, so correct me if I'm wrong, or give me a break. I think it was like Sports Illustrated for Kids or something like that. Made it called him like Neon Dion because it like rhymed.
Yeah, of course.
And Deion Sanders was like, I hate that nickname. Don't like, hey, I'm Primetime, you know.
I like the Worm, Dennis Rodman.
That is a cool
The
name.
Worm, come on.
So we hit this red Charles Oliveira at a 199. Nice little one. Hope he gets back into it. He's got so much talent and can beat anyone, but now that you see the guys at the top of that division, like I still don't. I always underestimate the guy. I always have, and I just do. Yeah.
There's a video online that I found that he was at a gym and they were like, this guy was like, show me how to do an ankle lock. And he was on the ground like twisting on this guy's leg. And he just pulls up his pants leg and it's a metal bar. He has no leg.
Do you think he noticed?
He looked at the camera like, like he could have been hamming it up, but
Yeah,
that's
that's
pretty
great.
funny. Look at this. Peyton Manning.
I like
That's
that kind
cool.
of stuff.
So best sports Instagrams to follow.
These are thick.
Like
House
I-
highlights.
Well, no, I don't mean like individuals. Like who are guys like sports athletes and
Chris
stuff
Kaman.
like Jamal
Chris Kaman
Hill
was a good
has a pretty
example.
good Instagram for UFC. Like, and it's more of his TikTok and stuff. But he jokes around and does reaction stuff, and he plays with the themes. Like, what other big players out there have cool social media that's like interesting? That are actually funny.
I think athletes are pretty tough as far as like their social media is pretty tough.
Some of them
They're
pull it
getting
off
better
though.
now.
Yeah.
Like
Sean
Paulo
O'Malley does some
Costa,
funny
yeah,
stuff.
Sean
Paulo
O'Malley.
Costa, yeah. The UFC guys have to
Patty.
promote themselves
Yeah.
differently, though. That's what's so different. Like all these other guys, they have to be in line with the Shield and represent the
Yeah.
brand and make sure not to fuck up because they already get paid well. They don't need anything extra. The UFC guys is, oh no, we're giving you your platform so you can then go sell yourselves and make
Right.
money. Yeah, it's like, okay, Dana.
Yeah.
But like guys
Yeah.
like I don't know
He's trying to be Lorne Michaels. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah.
like Josh Allen just did like that Sunday conversation with Barstool. Like guys will do that, and it's like fun to see them in that setting. It's a little more goofier in them, but like as far as football, like guys putting out their own content that they're making, I don't
I don't see it.
know.
I think they might just be too busy or something.
That's possible.
Or maybe they're not famous enough to like have like like your brother, for example. What if he just like hired a big team and they follow him around with the cameras? Maybe he wouldn't be famous enough for people to follow that yet because they're like, I don't know, it's just this guy. But then once he gets famous enough, he's not gonna have time for that. Like
Yeah.
Russell Wilson started a whole podcast with me with ESPN, gave me. I mean, I'm not gonna say an exact number because I just wouldn't be able to guess, but I'm guessing $8,000 to $10,000 worth of gear, and never asked for it back. Never texted me. It just sits at my house. I'm going, the money that like these guys, you know,
Yeah.
like they're just too busy.
So Travis Kelce and his brother, is it Jason Kelce?
Jason
Yeah.
Kelce.
I got both of them right. All right. Travis Kelce and their Instagram's cool because they have a podcast together, and it's one of the few that like is a Zoom podcast that, and I see mostly just the clips and stuff from it. But entertaining insight, stuff I like to follow, stuff that's funny to me,
I like
but
that.
good sense of humor and the insight of like him talking about how he screwed up on a play and fumbled and
Yeah.
logistically probably cost the team the game. And now he's talking with his brother, who's also an NFL player, who has good perspective on things, about how he felt blowing the game essentially
Yeah.
for his team. So
Which is cool for guys like you, but way too inside baseball for most people.
Actually, there are some guys
To get like a following, you think any girl you've ever known would watch that?
Yeah, that's true.
But how
I meant
many
just
girls
to,
watch
like-
any of the Barstool stuff?
But that's my.
Like,
But I just meant like as like popular enough to become
Mainstream.
like a thing. You know.
Yeah.
Bussing with the boys, they.
yeah,
I didn't
I
even.
wouldn't watch it.
I didn't know Bussing with the Boys from football. I just
neither.
knew their
I've never heard of
podcast.
that.
There's
no,
a-
Bussin' with the Boys is good. Shane Gillis has been on there, had a great episode. Tons
Yeah.
of people going Bussin'
I
with
don't
the
know
fun
what it
Boys.
is.
time.
I just don't know what it is. I'm not
It's two football
insulted.
players,
That-
former football
And
players.
it's a podcast on a bus. Like a bus is their studio.
Nice.
It's cool.
Yeah.
There's some
Barstool pays for it all, I think.
there's some
But it's a good
NFL
one.
guys on TikTok that do like show you like behind the scenes and like getting food and stuff. Like, oh, this is what like the NFL kitchen is like. Like this guy Isaiah, I'm forgetting his last name, but he's kind of like he's not a superstar. He's like a fringe player. That, like sometimes he's on the practice squad, but he just got picked up by the Raiders, so he like shows you that whole process is cool. And then also Chris Gronkowski, I think, is the Gronk brother that also like does stuff like that and will answer.
Gronk brother.
I got a controversial one.
What?
Trevor Bauer was really good at having a social media platform, his YouTube channel, his vlog. Like before all that stuff broke and he kind of shut it all down, I was following all of his stuff.
He
was
still posts
super
every
insightful.
single day.
Yeah.
He still posts every day.
But like the vlogs and stuff that he did weekly, like with the Dodgers and
He's still
stuff,
doing
I
it,
would,
yeah.
I would eat those up.
Like
I thought
he's
they were
doing this
great.
weird thing where he's like, because he says he has the best changeup in the game, and he's doing this thing where like he's bringing guys in the cage. He does a video, he edits it, he like goes like he's really plugged in on social media.
Mm-hmm.
He's the most hated guy in professional baseball maybe ever.
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
not even just because of like the stuff that happened with the girl, but
Just-
they were all so
he
afraid
has
that he
zero
was
friends.
ratting everyone out about the sticky substance on your hands. Like that's part of the reason they think
you were telling me
that he
that.
kicked him out of baseball so quick, and they're just like, nope, get this guy
No
out of here.
friends.
We don't. Yeah,
He has no friends.
He's
Like-
like Andrew Tate. They took him out.
No, Andrew Tate had followers. Trevor Bauer had no followers. He was just so talented at baseball that like, well, he's getting the numbers. But in that bullpen, sat alone. You didn't see him talking to nobody. You didn't see. He also did this dumb thing. It's like the weird kid at your school. If like the biggest outcast kid in your school also was really confident and didn't care that, or at least put up a front that he didn't care that no one was his friend. He'd do this thing where he like waves this big dumb. It looks like a bow staff. If it was really flexible, it makes a stupid noise. And like he does it, and all the other baseball players are like, they don't want to be seen by him. Because even that thing is like, I think he was trying to sell it or something. Like there was some sort
Oh,
of
it's a
product, yeah, and he
gimmick
was
behind
some
it.
gimmick, and also there's like no real proof that it really does anything. But like Trevor Bauer's promoting it every day, and you'll see him out in the bullpen using this wiggly thing, and it's like it's amazing how much of an island he was in baseball, even before the all the rapes. Like he just straight up is like ostracized from baseball.
Here's what I found interesting and what first made me start following the guy. He says, I was a better pitcher than all of these different guys, and now they've gone to different teams after college, and now all of a sudden their spin rate's more than mine, they're throwing harder than me, all these things are happening, and I know in my heart that I'm fucking better than these guys. So and the only way that they could be doing that is cheating. There's no
Spider
muscle, there's no whatever. So they're doing something, and I'm not cheating. And then he got pissed off because he kept calling it out. And so his final season with the Reds or whatever, he was like, fine. And he openly said it to everyone. I'm going to do
it.
what
I'll do
everyone
what they
else
did.
is doing.
And his spin rates went through the roof.
And he won the Cy Young that year. He's like, I'm going to do what everyone else is doing, and I'm going to win the Cy Young.
Yep.
Then I'm going to get the biggest contract in baseball. And he did that.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. But also, this goes somewhat circles back to what we were saying earlier. It's like baseball might have known about Spider Tag. And baseball might have been going, shut the fuck up.
Of course.
You know? And so
They
they're going, this
100%
doesn't look
did.
good for us. You know, you're not
Yeah.
wrong. Just shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what happened. And he was trying to say, like, listen, you know, if you guys aren't going to crack down, I'm just going to do what they're doing. I bet they were like, go ahead.
Yeah, fine.
Do it.
Fine. Yeah.
Stop making baseball's
Yeah.
had strike after strike. They've had, you know, walkout. They had the replacement players. They had like all this money. So it's like they're doing their best to just be like, let's not have any more hiccups. All the baseballs are suspicious. Like every time there's a home run chase, like the ball's a little harder and
That's going to be the
smaller.
next thing. They said
There's just so many things.
They said all the balls were different for the Yankees games and stuff as he was chasing that record.
It happens. It looks good for baseball.
Yeah.
Also, the thing is, like, one of my favorite things about cheating in baseball, I think you could maybe about any other sport.
It's part of the game. It's like part of the fun history of it, like the different ways people have cheated and done stuff.
Well, but like if you, at least this is a good example, like Deflategate, right? Like, so they alleged that Tom Brady, and proven, I think, was that he was taking a little air out of it, so it was a little whatever to his advantage, which not to his advantage, but to his liking, which is a thing quarterbacks do. Terry Bradshaw even told me himself, like, yeah, everybody has a different way they like it. Some people like it really, some it's not a big deal. But here's the thing: if that's easier for him, it also makes it easier to intercept. Like those defensive players at cornerbacks could grip it with one hand probably a lot easier if it's deflated a little. So like the advantage is whatever. Also the hard balls that they've been investigating during 1994's home run chase, and then again in 2000, whatever the McGuire and Sosa one was, and then again with Aaron Judge, they weren't just hard for their at bats; they were hard for the whole game. Which means the other team had the same advantage. Yeah. So it's like, I don't really see a problem with it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt like wins and losses, but I mean, if he was chasing a record,
the other guy's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I thought only I got that treatment.
Yeah. So everyone else in the league grading on that same curve is like, shit, I was going to lead the league in home runs this year, but I don't play for the Yankees. Yeah.
I guess there's that.
But I mean, at the same time, if we're only chasing home runs and that's all that matters because of statistics, well, they built that short porch for A-Rod for a reason. Like,
absolutely.
Because they'd have more home runs. But it doesn't change the fact that the other team can also have the exact same dimensions.
That's why baseball parks don't care about like a standard dimension. Because it's like, well, both teams are going to get to hit.
Yeah.
So if we got a short right field, perfect. Both teams are going to get to hit to that short right field.
We all know players who played at Coors Field. It's like, oh, yeah, they have 5 more bombs a year because their pop-ups carry an extra 20 feet.
Yep, and all the opponents have the same advantage in the same park.
And when they go to trade players, they take that into account, and they're like, oh, well, he might not do as well because of X, Y, Z. So everyone knows, and everyone takes it into account in stadiums and stuff.
It's not like the Rockies, every time they play at home, the other team has to bat in a different stadium. It's like it's the exact same, so it doesn't matter.
They're not used to the altitude.
Well, like Bryce Harper if he played in Colorado, he'd hit the ball to fucking 700
Vegas
feet away. Yeah.
Okay, quick list for my last beer. Weirdest fields and stadiums and things, like what oddities or at sporting events, like whatever field it is, they have the hot tubs out there. Is that Miami?
Love that. No, that's in Phoenix.
Oh, Phoenix. So yeah, there's a crazy one.
There's a nightclub where girls wear pasties in Miami at the field.
Oh,
and you can go down like a little. It's not a club, but it feels like a club. You can just go in there. The hot chicks working.
Boise State has the blue football field. That's a weird one to see.
We played a high school that had a blue field, and it was cool.
I like that.
But it was like kind of like crappy quality, so it was like. It's just like basically blue concrete.
So they got rid of it.
Obvious.
Green Monster's sick.
They got rid of it, and I'm always so paranoid that I'm going to repeat something that I've said since you guys called me out in this first few episodes. But Tal's Hill, have you heard of this?
Oh, in
used to be in Houston. They got rid of it.
Yeah.
But it was intentionally put in as like an homage to the old baseball parks, like in the early 1900s, where there would be like obstacles, They put a pole in the outfield, like a whole pole, like a steel pole that you could run into in the field of play, and then a hill that went up. So many players got injured on this thing. So many, you'll watch guys. There was one guy, I think it was Andrew Jones. He fell on back-to-back pop flies on Tal's Hill. They're like, these guys are worth millions of dollars. We're paying them all this money. And you put an obstacle in center field where he's going to pull his hamstring.
It's not
absurd.
Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
It's just
if you ever Google like YouTube, like Tal's Hill, it's really funny. You watch some guys make some incredible plays on that hill, but other guys are just...
Full sprint running and having like uneven ground. Like, look at me. I don't do full sprint too often.
Me neither,
But
lately.
Full sprint. Last time I can really picture it in my head, it was a pop-up that went way over my head playing softball. And I take off, and it's some shitty field, and I feel the ground just disappear going under me. Oh, that's your hamstrings and everything. Like, I'm no professional athlete here. Just destroyed. Like, you're just wondering where the ground is instantly. So
Also,
those guys at that RPM, like, come on.
It's hard to catch a ball, right? Definitely hard to catch a baseball. You can't be looking down and look. You can't when you're tracking a ball. You don't have time to go. All right, let's gauge how far this hill is from my feet. No, you just laser. That's why so many guys run into walls.
Yeah, I'm very expectant that my foot is going to hit the ground exactly where I expect it to be. When the ground's not there, I get real nervous.
Have you ever just been walking and didn't know there was a step and you go like that, like little thing?
You guys heard my Easter Bunny story. I think we
there
covered
you go.
that one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Notre Dame, when they used to have a natural grass field, when they played USC in 2005, and that was like when USC was like, going for the 3-peat or whatever. Notre Dame was really good at that time too. They had Brady Quinn, and going into that game, like they didn't cut the grass for like 2 weeks, so it was like super, super thick. And maybe they did that like.
Of course they did to slow down
more
Reggie.
often than they did on purpose, but it was like more often. It was like, but I remember for that USC game, it was like a huge talking point. It's like, oh, Reggie Bush, how's he gonna deal with like the long grass? And someone did get hurt on like a punt return. I forgot who it was, but that was like always been burned in my memory because it was like everyone was talking about it. Like the announcers
got
like
us
brought
on
it
the
up
long
multiple
grass.
times. Yeah.
Well, the Seahawks played the Washington Redskins around that same time in a playoff game, and Soldier Field famously has so many terrible divots and holes and like
Absolutely.
little like things, and they were making a comment like they should do something about this field. I mean, this is a really big deal. It could affect the game. And I think it was the first quarter RG3 got injured and was never the same, and it was because of that stupid field in a playoff game.
And then it's just like, because RG3 like
Never bounced back. Yeah, he tore his ACL in a playoff game
Yeah.
against the Seahawks, and we were like, we win this game, and we did. We won that game, but it was like so unfortunate way to win.
and now he does Sunday Night Football, or no, he does one of the like pregame shows or whatever.
He just had a kid.
He did?
Found out he took a phone call on air.
Oh, that's
And they were
cool.
like, "What are you doing?" He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, right now, I just became another daddy." And they were like,
Also,
"Oh."
why aren't you there? What are you doing? It's not like we don't know when pregnancy is going to happen. They give them pretty specific due dates in modern times. It's
They can
within this
induce it
3-day
if they want to.
Yeah, 3-day window. Like, just take it off work, you ding dong.
That is one of those things for like a professional sports game. It's like, guys, if you're like a pro who's needed for the team and they're not gonna cut you. Like,
Right.
they're gonna be fine.
Everyone's going to understand if you take
Yeah.
that one. Especially as a broadcaster. You're not even a
Yeah,
player.
for
man.
real. My favorite thing is like the WNBA when they get pregnant, it's like an injury, like out for the season, pregnancy. Like
I didn't think lesbians could get pregnant. Who's with me?
Singer.
Boy. That was fun. All right, should we open one more pack? What time is it?
Last pack magic. Let's do it.
All right, yeah, I got to roll soon.
NFL.
We appreciate all you guys for taking a few weeks break with
Yeah.
us and now coming back to it.
we hope your holidays.
We did
were
what
well.
everyone else in the industry does when the holidays happen. We just shut down.
Yeah.
Take a couple
Absolutely.
weeks.
I want to do another football, I think.
You guys looked cute in your Christmas
Classic.
hats, though. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that. You guys did a little Christmas shout out with
Can I
your
get,
Christmas hats.
UFC.
I like the studio so much better.
It is very homely.
I love
It's
it.
close, man.
I'm happy.
Yeah, I
That's
like
not
the
even
location.
about the proximity. I do love that. But that's not what I'm talking about. Just it feels better in here.
I love that it actually worked. The dog did fall asleep right outside the window, and the chair.
The
made
dog.
one
Yeah, because he
right
got all
there.
tired out chewing on my shoes.
Wrigley.
A
buddy.
small sacrifice.
Oh, look at this.
Dude, it's a football one.
Teoscar Hernandez, right off the top. The reason this is nice to me is because he's probably the biggest contract we've got this year on the Mariners. Just got him from Toronto, and he will be a Seattle Mariner next year, next to J-Rod in the outfield. Here's Trevor Bauer.
Nice.
Still put him in the series, even though might go to prison. But he also, they give him like a 80-game suspension or 100-game suspension.
It's not even a whole season.
Well, I think he's back now.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
I think.
I think
Well, they
he's
said
eligible,
they
at
said
least.
time served, because all the games he missed. They're like, all right, those are all the games he was missed. Is all the games he was punished,
How convenient.
I got
which
a
women will not be very happy about, just in general.
25 of 75 running back for the Indianapolis Colts, Jonathan Taylor.
Atta boy.
Nice.
Not his best rougher year, but
He's still
He
good.
was on my team, and yeah, it was not a good year for him or the Colts or anyone. But it's fun watching Pat McAfee's show and listen to them all try and be nice and bitch about the Colts at the same time because it's
Yeah.
their team.
Here's a John Heasley rookie card, autoed.
Ooh.
All right, we've been hitting the rookie autos in the.
Yeah, I think whatever this Panini box is legit. With a lot of rookie autos.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff. Thank you for the Christmas presents. We're stocked up for the new year and ready to start rocking with you. I just need to get you the new address, and we appreciate all the love. And we will be getting our fantasy football winner his stuff, and
Yeah,
I think
Nico.
we've got some of the
Good
Jax
work,
packs
Nico.
out there for people already.
My Nico.
Yeah, I have one more Jax packs to send out. My Nico.
Wait, why didn't you send them all out at once?
Well, I
Were you
forgot
taking separate trips to the post office?
No, this guy, I owed him another card that he won on the live stream that I took like 3 months to send them, and I thought
Pink
he only
Dan
had
Marino?
that card. Yeah, the pink Dan Marino, and it's like,
You didn't send off that?
no, I sent that. I forgot to
Now?
send him. Let me finish the story.
Wow, he went into fighter mode, dude. He's got a big fight coming up, and he went into fighter mode.
I sent him the Jax packs. Or no, I sent him the Dan Marino pink. I didn't send him.
Wait,
his
so what
Jax
happened?
packs.
Just kidding. trying to fluster you again.
So no one will have to take this one from me because he's retired. But Rod Woodson, 39 of 50.
Oh yeah, old
That's an
Rod.
interesting one.
He was a big star when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Everyone wore the Woodson jersey around.
Yeah.
What a weird name, Rod. What do you think his full name is?
Roderick.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good guess. Probably, no, that's
Rodney.
probably. I was thinking about that yesterday. So listen to this: we're at the Lakers game, and they played the Miami Heat. We beat the Miami Heat, which was great. When I say we, I mean the Lakers. Jimmy
good
Butler. I kept heckling him, and people around me were laughing. Right, I was going, "You're a grown man. Call yourself James or Jim. No grown men named Jimmy, right?" And everyone's laughing, right? Everyone's having a good time. And I don't think he heard me, but if he did, he didn't give me any love or any reaction. And then Willie, my buddy that I brought to the game, Willie Simon, leans over and goes, "Hey, on behalf of guys named Willie, maybe take it easy on Jimmy." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about it. No, this is just for Jims. Or
this
Jims,
is only
not
applies to
Willie's,
Jimmy's.
that's fine."
Willie,
Yeah.
I think actually, there's a old timey feel to it.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
could be like old Willie on the porch over
Old
there.
Willie.
Yeah,
Whittling.
that works. That works.
So, okay, this now gets to the E thing. We're bringing it up, mixed emotions. There's only one group of friends that I allow to call me Mikey.
Okay.
And he's older than me by like 13 years. He was a downstairs neighbor, kind of probably feels like he's a mentor to me
Yeah,
in
big
some
brother,
type of
little
way.
brother thing.
Yeah, and has always been real cool and helpful and everything. And so he's called me Mikey, but he's such a meets everyone type guy, Pat. So everyone I've met through him calls me Mikey too. So I was just like, in this group, I'm a Mikey now. But I was gonna bring it up. Does anyone call you Jeffy? And do
Yeah.
anyone call you guys Georgie? Because I know Chin calls you Georgie
Yeah.
and
I
you
get
George.
Georgie.
I love when people call me Jeffy.
All right.
Yeah, I used to not, and then over time, I guess just growing older, and I that means like they love me. Like if you call me Jeffy, it means you like me.
So
you know?
Jimmy just wants to be loved.
Yeah, it's like I like Jeffy. I didn't used to. If we were having this podcast 20 years ago, I'd have been like, I hate Joe for whatever reason. But now, like I've had one of my exes still calls me Jeffy. She did today in text, and then just friends that I have will be like, "What's up, Jeffy?" I like it.
I think Jimmy Butler likes comedy, or he likes blondes, but he likes Brittany Schmidt.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, they're buddies.
A lot of black guys like Brittany Schmidt. Big butt Brittany.
That's what they
She's
call
also pretty and
The Marquette basketball team.
Yeah.
Her joke, not mine.
Normally, only like when I was younger, it would only be very annoying people that called me Georgie.
Oh, I see.
But I don't care.
If it's someone you
Like,
like.
don't call me Shirley, I guess.
No.
I get
Like,
Georgie too sometimes.
Do you like
I
it
like
or
it,
like
yeah.
it? You don't mind it?
I don't mind it.
I got a Korean Zombie base card.
There's a
but-
guy named Korean Zombie,
Well, his real name is Chan Sung Jung.
and that's his nickname. What a
For-
great nickname.
Oh, he
His
wants to be
nickname
called
is Chang
Korean
Sung
Zombie
Jung.
everywhere too, though.
That's
He
a
said,
cool
"Put it
nickname.
on my shorts. Like, I
Yeah.
don't even want my card when I'm announced at UFC to be my name. I want to
love
be
that.
the
Like, on
Korean
the
Zombie."
posters is like-
He's into it. It's
I think
gangster.
that's cool. Yeah, I like a good nickname.
And I got the notorious Conor McGregor.
One of his legs is off the card.
One of his legs is off in real life, too.
Yeah, is that the broken one?
Oh, he broke his leg recently? though?
Yeah, his
Yeah,
last
he hasn't
fight.
come back.
I saw on
How long ago was that? Years?
At least a year, probably
Okay,
now.
so I did know about that.
And it's controversial too because he's out of the testing pool and he's clearly
He got
looking
jacked,
pretty
yeah,
juicy.
yeah.
But it's because I can get out
I
of the
remember that
testing
injury,
pool and
but
heal.
I thought you
and-
meant it happened like newly or something. But
Oh,
yeah, I
no.
remember it when it
It
happened.
was just a cheap joke.
There's
I liked
I saw on Reddit follow like some of the card subreddits and stuff, and Brock Purdy, the 49ers quarterback, like he's missing like his like from his knee down, like on his card is just like not there. And I was thinking we should have one of our friends who like does art on cards turn him into a pirate and give him like a wooden,
I like that.
a wooden thing.
Why don't we do it? I draw pretty well. You know, we'll have a good time.
We got some
Oh yeah,
colored
we saw your
markers.
dick.
Yeah. What's that?
We saw your dick.
I draw good dicks.
Yeah, you do.
He saw the dick I drew. Let's be
Yeah.
very specific here. We love you
So you
guys.
should get one of those.
Sub, like, comment, message us, bug us, send us money, rent some space around here.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
If
We
you're-
love you.
If you're
Come
watching
join us for the Crab Shack studio party.
When are we
you-
going to go to that?
Christmas party.
George is going to be so sad.
That's all right. I'll live.
We'll go.
At least I'll live. If you're watching this on Saturday, check us out on SparStar MMA. We're fighting. It's going to be
Oh,
live
that's
streamed. If this isn't Saturday morning, we understand. It's
What? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was done. I was done.
We out.